In Manipur's Kangpokpi region, dominated by the Kuki community, just as we are entering what the people here call the Frontline, it begins to rain. The weather has caught us by surprise, and as we reach the last motorable point, driving over narrow makeshift kacha tracks, the volunteers immediately hand us jackets to shield us from the water that is lashing down. Wearing a flowing camouflage cover, much too large for me, we set off on a long walk into one of Manipur's main conflict zones. In Manipur, it is villages like these ones that are called buffer zone. This is a reference to villages that border one or the other community, either Kuki or Meitei. They're in fact called frontline villages. And as I've been saying throughout my reporting, the language of battle has now become pretty mainstream here. And so we are going now with these villagers, these volunteers, to what they call a duty post. So let's follow them. We need the camera to turn around, and we're following them as they head to what they're calling a duty post. Now remember, I just want to also show you the terrain. If the camera just comes back here, the kind of terrain that we're walking over, there are little rivulets and streams here. If you just come forward, we can show them. If you just come forward, there are little streams. On this side are just paddy fields. This is a completely remote, interior, rural village, and we're headed to what is being called a duty post. And I'll ask the camera to turn around now and show you where we are headed. And sir, can I request you to just wait for us so we can talk to you and you can explain to us where you are taking us. 1 second, I'll catch up with you. Hello, sir. What is your name?
My name is Thang.
Thang.
Yeah,
now, Thang, which is the place we are in right now?
We are in Lower Kingzang.
Okay, now this is a buffer zone, right?
Yeah, this is buffer zone.
Can you explain to me, we're in a Kuki-dominated area, can you explain to me where the Meitei-dominated villages are in relation to where we are standing?
The Meitei villages...
Let's just stop and the camera can also pick it up.
Meitei villages are on the other side of this settlement. These are Nepali settlement.
I see.
Okay. On the other, next to this village, next to this settlement is the...
Okay, so let's just face the camera here and stand for a second. I want to explain what you just explained to me. So that side, the houses we see there is a Nepali settlement. And on the other side of that Nepali settlement are the Meitei-dominated areas. We are, of course, in a Kuki-dominated village here, and we're heading to what Thang called the duty post. Now, I just saw your wireless. Can you hold up your wireless? So this is you know, this is being taken very seriously here, this patrolling, right? It's literally for them a matter of life and death, they say. So you use the wireless to communicate with each other?
Yes, communicate among the duty posts.
How many such duty posts are there?
Roughly, there will be more than, I don't know the exact number, but in terms of 100, I think.
Oh my God. So you're saying, let's just stand here for a second. Can you also come here, sir? Can you also come here for just a second? I can see, I think that's the bunker there.
Yes.
So let's turn around. We're headed to that underground bunker, that duty post. And as I said, these are Nepali settlements that form a buffer zone between the Kuki and the Meitei areas. Sir, what is your name? If I can have the camera come back here, we're talking to another one of the volunteers here. Sir, what is your name?
Thang Min Lin.
Okay, and now you tell us, how many such bunkers are there?
We have a lot of bunker from this Hangzhou to Tingsat Pailang.
And how many, roughly?
Roughly 70 bunkers.
70?
70.
70 bunkers. So for anyone who's talking about normalcy, this is a state that has effectively taken a line and it's split it across literally the hearts of the Kuki and the Meitei community. I want to walk in the distance. The beauty of this area is a little bit ironic right now. You can see the clouds of mist in the distance. And we are, of course, in the somewhat hilly areas, walking over over gravel and stone and rocks and little rivers. And I think we have to come down here, right? We have to come down here. So I'll just let the camera come in front of us in a second as we're heading to this bunker. So tell me a little about what were you doing before this crisis?
Before this crisis, we have...
Were you a student, a professional? What did you do?
I am actually a social worker.
You're a social worker. Yeah. What about you, sir? What is it that you do?
I'm a research scholar.
A research scholar. Now, did you ever think that you would be involved in this kind of literally violent conflict?
No, never in my dream.
Never in your dreams, right? Yeah. And everybody here at these forward posts, right? And I'm using a military term. At these forward posts, does everybody here have a gun?
Yeah, they have this licensed guns.
So tell me, everybody says their guns are licensed, but there are at least thousands of unlicensed guns that have been looted also, right?
Yeah. No, these are not looted guns. These are single barrel.
Okay. How did you learn how to shoot? You know how to shoot a gun?
Yeah.
How did you learn?
No, since time immemorial, we are hunting jungle hunters. So from my childhood, I could understand the way of hunting or shooting the guns.
So we are looking at a significantly militarized ethnic conflict. What started off as a dispute or disagreement between the Kukis and the Meiteis has now turned into a situation where these sort of frontline villages, peripheral villages, buffer zones, border villages, call it what you will, we've been on both sides of this community divide. We have spent a night in a Meitei-dominated village. We're here now through the rain. If you look up, the sky is really, really overcast and it's been raining here. And through the rain here now, we have come to a Kuki-dominated area. And there are 70 such bunkers and totally belying, in a way, the stupendous beauty and even the serenity of this area. It actually feels so peaceful, and yet it's the exact opposite.